Welcome back, guys. Talmin Legends Session 2 with my friends Felix and Valen, Jinshi and Tara. Our friends Hal and Kaz will be out tonight, but we're going to have a good time regardless. So last time you guys played, you completed the Golden Tides Festival and took a well-deserved long rest afterhand. When you awoke, you discovered that a friend of Valen's, Professor Finor Noldrin, was affected by the sleep, was being escorted out of the inn. You guys investigated, and I think it was Valen had a pretty close call with the sleep, which is no good. Very scary stuff, very powerful magic. When you guys left the inn to go investigate, you stumbled upon a crowd, an angry mob-like crowd, tired and ready for their slumber potions, which the alchemist Erdon could not give because his potion ingredients were gone. After you guys so swiftly broke up the crowd and diffused all that, he tasked you with finding his supplies and told you to question around the southern docks to find the captain's supplies. With that, I will pause the game and start the timer and turn it back over to you guys. Here we are in the city. What do you want to do?
Well, I believe last we discussed we considered going to handle the alchemist shipment first, because if this sleeping plague is going to be affecting people, that we're people. So before anyone else gets put to sleep in the party, we might consider getting our own stock of whatever this potion that the alchemist has to offer before we continue our investigation of the professor at the hospital, right?
Yeah, we discussed that it would be no point in searching through the hospital because we thought we already knew everything we could about these. And one thing that stuck with me these past 8 weeks, DM, this is a country of a majority of elves, right?
Currently, yes. It's a big mix of like elves, centaurs, and dwarves are the main populace. But in this current city, it's mainly this is the most diverse city that you're probably going to find, but it's still mainly elves right now.
So, all right, it is mainly elves,
It's
and
an
like
elven
the
city.
elves are being affected by this sleep disease.
As far as you can tell, the few people that have been affected by it are elves, but you notice in the crowd from earlier, it was a good mix of elves, probably a few centaurs,
Yeah,
wild folk. You won't find too many humans in this particular city.
yeah. So what got me? It's like elves can sleep, and they are somehow sleeping by this disease. So this is very strong and very problematic.
So
Yeah,
normally what you're talking about is like in traditional D&D, elves meditate
yeah.
instead of sleep.
Intention. Yeah,
Sweet. So yeah, I would in this particular case, like in our world, I don't know, I really didn't think that far into it. But to answer that, I guess yes, it would be like when they go to meditate, they start falling asleep, and it's one of those like, oh shit, what the fuck was that type moments. But they are still affected by it.
yeah. And this is problematic because I'm an elf. So yeah, let's go.
All right.
I'm also an elf. Total. Yep.
You are a
No problem.
half elf, right? Nothing against your human blood, but let's keep things clear. All right?
So in these moments of like map exploration, feel free to take your characters and you can use on your mouse and keyboard to move around the city. Treat it as if you were like moving and navigating throughout a real video game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I
The
believe
only
we're on the map of the country or the island currently.
Oh, oh my lord, my
Yeah,
bad
I
guys.
think we have to.
Whoops. All right. Whooshing. Teleport
all
noise.
right.
You're back.
Can I
Air
ask?
swooshing noises.
Can I ask the part something?
Can you ask the what?
Could someone stream like your screen for me because I see everything black.
It's still loading for me.
Okay.
Yeah, for me too.
Like not the DM, because if he streams for me, like all his game will be exposed. Yeah, if some of the players can stream to me because I see them all black, and that's really sad.
Oh, if it's all black, just hit the refresh page and it should come back.
All right then.
Yeah, I'm trying to optimize my games a little bit because like this map is just massive. There's a huge map. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I tried my best too. In my previous maps, I would place a bunch of NPCs everywhere, but then that shit just took way too long to load. So now I don't really have the NPC spawned in unless like you guys are like, hey, there's an NPC, then I'll drop on it.
Yeah, does make sense.
Yeah, cool. Is your screen still black?
Yeah, it is like
When your guys' games are loading, does it have like a loading symbol? Does it say something?
There's like a loading bar at the very top.
There's a small loading scene bar in blue.
Okay. You don't see that bar, Jinshi?
yeah, I see the bar, and when it loads, it's like all black, regardless.
Huh.
Are you using what browser are you using out of curiosity?
Chrome.
Sometimes it has to do with
It's-
hardware acceleration, I think.
You can't access any of the game menus or anything. It's flat. Yeah, it's just straight up black for you.
No, I can access my sheet. I can access like enemies and
That's
sort of
weird.
Like that I can do.
Here.
But yeah, like the map per se, like the map itself, it's like everything black. I can see
So-
bars, I can see some names, but that's it.
I replaced your token. If that doesn't work, have you tried exiting out like the entire thing and trying to load it back in? I remember Hal was having issues and he said that helped
Alright,
him.
but
Weird. Yeah, 'cause it's like you're in, you can see names and stuff, but you can't. What the heck? Oh, what the heck?
Is it a vision problem?
I still think it's like a hardware acceleration thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's a
Possibly.
vision thing because I just went into all of his vision settings, made sure everything was enabled. I pulled his token and replaced it, which should have reset his as well. So I don't know.
alright, let me reload the page and let's check. In the meantime, let's keep going.
Okay. So yeah, you guys can move your characters around. Feel free to do what you do.
Just making sure. Our alchemist said that it was somewhere in this area, correct? Where shipment is coming from, or was it over here
He
near
said
the boats?
he said just to ask
Yeah,
around the
he
southern
said-
docks.
Yeah, he said
Southern
he
docks,
had
okay.
a shop on the docks, and yeah, that was I noted.
Okay. And the southern docks being the ones to the south of the Crescent Island.
Yeah, and he is the son of the previous Grand Alchemist. So yeah,
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's not waste much time, right?
yeah.
We could be falling asleep any minute now.
If you don't be so kind to guide the way, I'm pretty new here, and I'll need your help.
All right, sure.
This way.
And let me follow.
I know it's a little silly at first moving your characters like this, but I think for the aesthetic, it's there. You know.
No, it's cute.
No, it's okay. I am just trying to follow my.
Don't fall in the water. Hang on.
That's try your best. It's a weird bridge.
Felix is gonna like stay. Felix is gonna stay behind, just Kane with his sword, just to let Jinshi keep up.
All right.
He doesn't want him to feel alone.
So as you approach the
Come.
southern docks, the
Come,
liveliness
take my hand.
of the expansive market resonates on one side, with a sea of tents and stalls on the other side. The tranquil blue of the bay contrasts with bustling activity along its edge, and the rhythmic creaking of wooden planks harmonizes with the gentle lapping of waves. Fishermen, their hands rugged and weathered, unload impressively large catches onto the docks, while nearby freight ships are being efficiently emptied of their cargo by towering, primitive cranes that groan under their own weight. Yep.
Are any of you by chance a bit more familiar with the docks here? I don't often spend my time in this district.
I don't have no experience. However, I did arrive here on these docks.
I did not spend much time in Moon Harbor, but I think we could ask around. Or, I mean, like, there is no way that Alchemist shop like be that hidden.
Perhaps we'll find the harbor master. Figure out where the shipment's supposed to be from. You look important. Do you happen to know where we can hunt down a particular shipment we're looking for?
Captain Claude turns and looks up at you, and he just says, "Shipment." He's like, "We just arrived with the shipment. You must be from the town guard, yeah?"
No. We're trying to hunt down some supplies ordered by the alchemist. Erdendaris, ring any bells?
He reaches in his pocket and he has like a ledger and he pulls it out and he starts going through and he like scrolls down and eyeballs a name and he points to it and you see Erdan's name. He's like, "Yes, Erdan's shipment. Potion supplies." And he starts like reading back up and forth. He's just like, "Yep, they're right there on my ship there." And he like points to this ship over there. And then he says, "But just there's a problem with the ship. All the crew's dead. There's giant rats. They killed my crew. We must have picked them up back on our last trip to
The
Adoria."
rat killed your crew?
He looks up at you and he's like, they were really big rats. And he like shivers at the thought of it.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear
Okay.
that, laddie. Have you gotten any help from the town guard or perhaps local pest control?
Captain Clark like kind of kicks the ground frustrated, and he proceeds to tell you that he posted on the board a notice with the Adventurers Guild, but nobody has come to visit him. He's also posted a notice to the town guard, and they have not yet come to help him. He doesn't know what's going on, but he makes a comment about all the sleepy people in Moon Harbor and how nobody's getting anything done.
I don't put the good people here at fault. There's something going around that's making everyone sleepy, and when no one gets a good enough sleep, they get a little bit cranky, if you understand them.
He just rolls his eyes. He's just like, I've always hated this town. People here are lazy. Now they're sleepy. Can't even get some adventurers to answer my call.
I might be new here, but I'm willing to give it a few days or a few good weeks to give them time and see if they can turn it around. Everyone can.
He just looks at you guys and he's just, so, since you're here, and he starts eyeballing your swords and all your equipment on you, and he's just like, you guys look like you could handle yourselves. More than capable of taking out a few of the rats.
For the right price, of course.
And
I don't think that this is a job suiting my friend Valen here, but I think we can work on that.
He looks at you and he hands you a key that'll unlock the cabin of the ship. He's like, all right, good luck. He's like, and then he also hands you, like, I don't know, a piece of paper with like a invoice number on it. It'll match one that's on the crates. He says, and this is the shipment of supplies for the alchemist.
All right.
Let me know when you kill the rats.
Well, that's all well and good, but I don't think we came down to brass tacks. You clearly posted some requests to have this handled. No one's been brave enough as of yet to assist you. Here we are, glorious adventurers, here to assist you. Now, what kind of compensation can we expect for this ordeal of yours?
He just kind of rolls his eyes as you picked up on him trying to like evade the question. And he looks and he's like, I can give you each 50 gold pieces to clear the rats. But that's all, not a penny more.
He'll like look over his shoulder at the rest to see if they have any reaction to that gold amount.
Felix is gonna frown because while the reward is nice, he doesn't want to do the quest with incentive behind it. He would probably help regardless.
Yeah, like this is just a job towards a greater end that is helping the alphas. So yeah, why not getting paid in the meantime?
Well, agreed, I suppose. That'll have to do.
The captain just laughs.
Felix is gonna raise his one finger and realize something that could probably work as a better incentive.
All right, he looks at you. You guys are at a pretty equal height. You a little bit shorter.
I will look at Captain Claude Creeves and I'll say, oh, I shouldn't be giving over gold help for help. Well, I mean, my friend Valen may be more akin to having some gold, and you're more than free to give it to him, but I would rather give you help and be exchanged for help. If it'd be so kind of you, if we help you get rid of these rats, maybe we could call on you some other time and have safe passage with your boat.
The captain scratches his chin, contemplating it. Will you roll a persuasion check for me?
Sure thing, buddy. Ah, yeah, that's fair.
The captain looks at you and he says, I don't know about that.
It's only fair. I thought it'd be better than just giving over 50 gold.
Well, why don't we chat about it once we have taken care of your problem that no one else has bothered to come and assist you with? And if we do a sufficient job, maybe we can revisit the question.
I agree with Tara.
You know, if we live, of course. Your crew couldn't handle the rats, so you know who's to say that we can.
Oh yes, this will be a totally dangerous quest. Threat to our lives.
He responds to you guys and says how grateful he is. Thank you for helping him clear the rats after he gives you the key. And he lets you know that if you guys do a good job and clear all the rats, then he'll lead you in let you, what's what I'm looking for? Let you call upon him for service of his ship.
You know,
Thank you for the consideration, you good captain. That's all we can ask for.
All right.
as they begin to make their way towards the boat, Valen's going to go ahead and kind of whisper in Felix's ear, you know, learning spells is not a cheap endeavor, you know this. I could use gold as well.
I understand your concern, good Valen, but Sometimes not all things can be solved with mere swords or fancy magics.
Bullshit. Name
You
one
can call-
time.
All right.
Oh, you can call it bull patootie as much as you like, but I'd like to believe that there are problems that you don't need swords and magics for.
Well, when we find one, I will let you take lead then.
Oh no, I got
But
a
for-
better idea.
Hmm?
He'll smirk and gently poke your chest with the end of his with the hilt, the back end hilt of his sword, and he says, "You owe me some of the 50 gold you're going to be getting from this."
Why? You wanted ship. I wanted gold. Why do I get gold and then give you gold when you want ship? I don't want ship.
I know
Seems
it's
pretty black
only
and white.
funny if it's only funny if it ends up coming true.
Let's
Oh,
just
oh,
kill the
poor
rats.
Valen. You were trying to reason with barbarians. Don't try that. Don't waste your time. Let's just kill the rats.
fine. Well, I imagine it's only fair that the barbarians
No,
go first.
no offense, Felix. But yeah,
Hey,
it's
it's-
unfair.
Don't you worry now. I go in first then, and he will take lead.
All right. Is everybody
I
ready
can.
to enter the ship?
I am with the key, so I have to open.
Yep. I didn't think that far ahead. Normally, I'll actually have a
Prob-
key that you guys will roll in your inventory,
Problem
but
is, I don't see shit.
it's an imaginative key. You're still black
okay.
screen.
Theater of the mind.
Let's go.
Jinshi, do you want me to try to share my screen with you so you can?
I
See,
would be
I was hoping it worked.
totally delighted.
I don't know for certain that my internet will hold up, but I will try.
I tried so hard and got so far.
All right.
All right. That's a very friendly map. The colors and colors. Thank you, Sarah.
All right. Well, sorry that you're having issues, Jin. That always sucks. But yeah, I
No,
guess.
I think that it's my computer. Like, yeah, I will have like this check these upcoming 2 weeks. But let's go. Let's kill some rats.
Okay. Let's kill some goddamn rats. All right.
Or die trying.
Or
So-
get 6 new pets. We'll see how it goes.
So as you descend beneath the deck of the ship, the ambient light dims significantly. The close confines and air filled with the musty scent of damp wood and stale sea air. In the near darkness, eerie skittering of unseen creatures reverberates, hinting at the infestation you've been tasked to handle. As you tread cautiously, a flash catches your eye, thus protruding from a stack of barrels dead ahead. It is the unmistakably thick tail of a giant rat, momentarily giving away its hiding place, but still remaining out of sight. This is also the first time a map has had anything lootable in it, so you guys are more than welcome to explore and play with the looting as well. With that,
Alright.
to you.
Felix will look behind everyone, noticing all the doors and the rat that tried to hide, and he will openly point out, "Alright, so it seems like our giant little friend here is hiding up front, but we have some doors around here, though we're not going to be robbing or taking anything from this kind captain, you see?"
Yeah,
I can't imagine there's much of value here anyway.
that's reasonable.
Aye, so
But
I'm trying to think of...
let's check door to door. I don't want to leave anything behind, like information or perhaps enemies.
Felix will
Not-
nod and he says,
Not
Aye.
that giant rats would be that intelligent, but yeah, better safe than sorry.
"Aye, then we go door to door, and while we're doing that, I'll keep guard for the watch, and if we think of anything of how we can, take on this rat, anyone gets any ideas, you make sure to tell me. I'm gonna try to think of something."
Let's split the party, like Fred's voice from Scooby-Doo.
No, we're not splitting the party. It's more just like Felix will watch out while you guys check rooms one by one together. Because his thought process is that if all 4 of us go into a room, the rat might think we're hiding and then try to get us. So if he stands guard and you 3 go into a room, that way, like, it doesn't get any funny ideas. If there's anything inside that tries to attack you guys, Felix can run in as well. Just make sure, like, Jinshi takes point or something.
Let's make sure everyone knows the invoice number we're looking for in case we come across the materials.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
shipment for Orden. We have a number, right?
Of course you do. It's 3416A.
you don't need to give me an actual number. You just say this is the package and all of that. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the number.
All right. So I would like to check this door right here because left, through the left, always to the left.
All right. You can see now, right, Jin?
Soviet Union anthem started on the background. Anyway, yeah, I can see through Terra. Nice stream, thank you.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just
Uh,
you can just move your character in. Like I said, the maps we're playing on a two-dimensional surface, so it's very imaginative in these moments. But like, you physically move your character in, walk up to things just for like the general
Yeah.
aesthetic of it.
Mhm.
It's a
Right.
nice room.
Is
Are there
this-
any signs of rodent activity in here?
rodent activity?
Can you roll a perception check?
I most likely. Perception.
All right. You notice signs of like a scuffle, not really a fight, but like a rapidness. You can tell things are thrown around and whatnot, but not any particular signs of rat.
Okay.
Let
Well, no shipments in here. Doesn't seem like this is more of a personal chambers.
Do you guys not
Uh,
want to like search that chest or
Look, we
something
were told
similar?
not to.
yeah,
It's not
It's
our.
okay.
it is.
I can look though, right? I don't have to touch it. I don't have to take anything. I could just look, just be nosy a little bit.
Sure.
Make sure there's no rats in the chest.
Yeah, that's important. Maybe it's hiding.
You fools! You all thought it was a mimic. Wrong. It was a rat in the chest.
So as you go down to like touch the chest and grab it, you notice that it is locked.
Okay.
Or four. All right.
DM, this is gonna sound like a weird request, but
Yes.
with my character's history, would I be able to make a like general survival check on what what a giant rat is and what we're basically going up against?
Sure. We roll a wisdom check.
Sure thing. Dirty 20.
Nice.
30-20. Okay. And then Tara, would you mind muting your mic when you're not?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did.
No, you're totally fine. There's just some background noise.
It's-
So yes, you roll your wisdom ability check, and you are pretty familiar with the giant rat. They're pretty common. The thing about giant rats is because they're giant, they have a lot of weight. So you like look at the floorboards and you're looking for clues as to if it's a giant rat, and you don't really see any sort of signs of rats at all. You see signs of like movement, and where you're standing, it's just pretty much movement. You can tell it gets a little more intense as you go farther back. But yeah, nothing, no real rat, no rat vibes.
Something's wrong here. He's gonna just say out loud.
What's wrong, Felix?
Felix is gonna point over to the track, like not. Well, maybe there's tracks or like something that he can pick up on with that roll, and he says, "I see where there should be giant rat marks and such."
Yeah, I can see like small rats passing by here and there, but
Something be wrong here though. There's a lack of weight, and he gets down on a knee and like presses on the floorboard, and he says, "These giant rats, they usually weigh quite a bit, even more than a pig, I would say, and the floorboards, they haven't creaked in on themselves yet."
Oh, this room. There looks like there were signs of some kind of scuffle, but no signs of rats or anything of the sort either.
Felix is gonna raise one of his bushy eyebrows and look over at Jinshi and say, mind guarding the other two real quick while I go take a look in there and see what else I can find."
sure thing.
I'm gonna enter the room and see with what information I've been given if I can, like, deduce anything else in this room.
Okay, roll another.
13.
So with the information that you were given, you look around and you can tell that there was no signs of anything. It just looks kind of like a normal, empty, lived-in room. You can tell it was hastily cleared. Like, for instance, the bed sheets are kind of thrown around, and the drawers are kind of cockeyed open on this thing. It's just real hastily, like someone left, but no signs of rats, no signs of like struggle.
Now something is wrong, because if there were a little fight or struggle here, and if this really was a giant rat, we would have seen creaks on the floorboard, the mattress would have been scuffed up, and some of these drawers, they wouldn't be partially ajar, they'd be thrown out of the damn thing. Be more on your guard, you all. I think there's something wrong here. Or perhaps the captain can give us a good description of what we be fighting.
Maybe
Yeah,
he just left
I
in a
think-
hurry.
Yeah, I think that there is something strange here when a holy crew was murdered by rats.
Shall we open the other door then, Jinji?
All right. Have my back or my front.
I'll have your left and your right as well.
I.
Come on, that was a good one. Front, back, left, right.
Alright. I will search this room and looking for anything that might sound like rodent or signs, like planks that was eaten, fur, fabric, that sort of thing that was eaten by rodents and
Roll me
giant
a perception.
rodents specifically.
Y'all know how this works.
Perception, alright.
Please. All right.
17.
So you look around the room, you see two cots, really old, well lived in. Next to you, you notice the cupboard, or not really a cupboard, it's more of like a wardrobe. It's kind of cracked open, unlocked. But you look around and there's really no signs of giant rats. As you look around at the corner of your eye, you see a rat skirt from one end of the room to the other. But it's just a pretty normal rat. Didn't really look like it was invasive or whatnot. You see their little rat holes kind of around, but no signs of like any sort of large animal or conflict or damage.
Nothing abnormal.
I didn't think
Alright.
about doing
There
this.
is alright. There is a rat here, but it's a common rat, a normal rat, not a gigantic rat that could have been.
I'm gonna have Felix try something that I didn't even think about doing until now.
Sure.
I am gonna have him use acute awareness and smell the room and see if anything is up.
All right. Advantage on wisdom, perception, which survival involves. All right, Felix, take a little sniff and give me either a wisdom, perception, survival, or.
I'll do survival since I'm more proficient in that. 21.
Oh, your little snout starts sniffing as Valen secretly in the corner casts mage armor on himself.
I was about to say. With that sound effect after, I was about to be like, oh no, what is happening?
Like, he just cast the spell and left. Like, he left.
Just in case.
He just came here, cast the spell, and left.
You never know when you're gonna need it.
Dramatically, as a noble. His golden hair fluffing in the wind.
So, you sniff, your little sniffer sniffing, and you pick up on the scent of rat. And as you start scenting around or sniffing or however that works for you raccoon folk, you determine that the rat scent that you're smelling is just like she shed a common rat. But you do smell something past that. It smells like rat, smells familiar like rat, but not quite a rat.
And is that coming from this direction where the pink eyes were?
It is.
I'm
Yes.
just gonna hold a paw up to Terra and Valen and say no, this don't smell like a rat. This isn't a giant rat anymore, I can say that for certain.
Hey, Felix, what does your poker noise smells?
Something that ain't right. I've smelt giant rats before, I've had a few scuffles with them in my time, but this, whatever it is, don't smell like it.
That sounds a hell of a story.
Oh, that ain't nothing. Oh, you should hear the time about the dastardly duel of the no-flesh knower and some of its demon that I took on in terrain.
That was extremely specific, but alright. I can take that. Alright, let me go in front, and yeah, you stay behind and protect Valen and Terra if anything happens.
Aye, just stand in front of them two doors right there, so you can stand guard.
Alright.
By protect, you mean assist, Valen, right? Assist, Valen.
Yes, totally. Assist Valen, not protect. Valen does not need a protection. He is a strong and independent man that does not need.
Felix, very confused and just wanting to be nice, will just look at Jinshi, Valen, Jinshi, and then Valen, and then says Valen, I'm sorry, I can assist you as well, or I can protect you, whichever one you'd want. Maybe I can do both.
I'll take the protection if he won't.
Alright.
Perfect. See?
So,
Balance of power.
I'm sorry, I didn't. Can you say that again, please?
I just said balance of power.
All right, you guys are in the hallway. You're looking through these rooms. Just to, I guess, breach this barrier or whatnot. Does any of you want to just look through one of these wardrobes that are laying in there?
Yes,
I will
very
like
much so.
Alright.
Oh, you can too. We can both look. There's more than one.
Yeah, you guys, like, you guys can go and do things real time. I like that you guys are taking things slow and whatnot, but don't be afraid to just kind of like wander and open doors and go places. Even if you like open a door and you find something that you want to investigate, you can just post your character up then until like an opportunity comes available where we can talk. And but yeah,
Okay.
I will
um,
check this wardrobe right here.
beautiful. Jinishi checks that wardrobe.
Stand guard as usual in front of the two doors.
You find a potion pouch. In the potion
Hmm.
pouch, a mana potion and an acid resistance potion you find in that wardrobe.
Okay,
Just
but
sit.
that does not belong to me, so I will left it where I find it, and then I will left the room, and
You
that's
know,
it.
just a thought. If we feel like the old captain up there isn't being completely honest with us about what's actually going on here, I suppose that would be the grounds to confiscate some additional supplies to, help balance out the whole lying and all that.
I
Vaylin, please,
agree. I agree that if the captain is not being true to his word, we can take that to justice. After all, he would be trying to deceive a former lieutenant.
shouldn't we be using that more to see if we can get his services?
I'll be honest, you're the one who's going on about his services. Why do you need a boat exactly?
He will just shrug and he says, "You never know the time where you might need to go to another place. It's good to have people instead of items in your pocket."
I mean, sure, I've played
I
the political game.
I trust items on my pocket, not people.
And honestly, furthermore, this is the same captain that let his entire crew be eaten by, and then he'll put up the quote fingers,
By giant rats,
giant
yeah.
rats. Is this really the captain you want to govern the ship you're using for travel?
Felix
Well,
is gonna stay quiet for a few seconds.
you guys hear as you're talking, getting more comfortable with the absent. You hear a loud crash from the
Oh
back,
fuck!
and you
Oh fuck!
hear after the crash pattering quickly, and then they hush down and get quiet again.
Oh fuck!
I
All right.
I think it's time we handle whatever this thing is. Jinshi, why don't you stick with me? Vaylin, Terra, you stay behind us.
Let's not waste more time. And I will take steps further, cautious because I want to be always in dodge, and like 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 if I was expecting to be ambushed, and I will look through
All right.
the cargo.
So you guys walk in slowly, sizing up the room. It's dark, you can barely see. All of a sudden, from behind this crate where you guys saw the tail, you hear like a pattering of feet again and like skittering. But then you also hear a voice pop out. All right, it's time. And as it says it, it's scared. It sounds soft and faint. And then from behind the barrels pop three rats.
Oh.
In the darkness, you can't really discern at first. Immediately draw your swords and clench them. But as you kind of look, you notice that they're not quite rats, and they are instead wild folk, wild rat folk. They jump out, and this one shouts at you and just says, "Stand back!" and puts up his fist, shaking and terrified. And then this
Hail.
one says, "We're not afraid to fight," and then jumps on the crate and
We
fists
mean
up
no
again.
harm.
And
We just want to know what happened here.
this rat crew spits at your feet and just says, "You're with the dirty captain." And then they all put up their fists. This one kind of closes her eyes as she walks back, and they just stand ready to fight. You can tell they don't want to.
I will see. I like put my sword on my scabbard. I don't know how to pronounce that verb. Yes, we are working for the captain, but why did you call him dirt?
They look at you and they just said, "So you're not with the captain?" They just look confused at you.
I am not against you, if that's what you are asking.
Felix will speak up and say, the what we assume to be good captain was asking for help with the town guard and any adventurer on some kind of giant rat problem in his ship. Said that it ate some of their crew and such, but judging by the look of things, I would happen to believe that none of you are responsible for that. Don't look like no flesh eaters.
As you
They
said,
are giant
more.
rats, though.
as you both
No
say the
offense,
word
but-
giant rats, just like they kind of gasp as if they're like,
No offense, but Valen is right.
they look and they say, we need to get off of here or out of here, off and out of here." they look behind you, and they're just like, "Is the captain coming? Is the captain there?"
No, they're just
No, no,
outside
no.
right now, and they're taking their time, it seems.
This one steps up to you and just says, "Look, if you guys haven't killed us already, that must mean you're not with the captain. You're not part of his crew, which means you gotta help us get out of here."
Oh, do you know what happened to the crew though?
He's like, all the crew left. He's like, once they discovered us, they all kind of just ran out in a hurry. They said they were so grossed out. And then they
They
left
left?
the second we
I-
hit land.
Well, that'd be kind of rude. What are you doing on this ship though?
This one proceeds to tell you a story, and as he does, the other two try their hardest to keep together. They're crying, but this one, Rebi, tells you a story of they were colonized in Adoria originally in the sewers of, I don't know, East March or something like that, where they had a really good life, and that was until one day when the captain showed up, grabbed them all up and said he could fetch a good price for them back on Valmartyr because they don't have rat folk here. But after they got onto the ship, they managed to escape their crates, and the crew was so freaked out by rats that the entire time they just kind of like locked in this room. So they're starving and they're thirsty. And the second the ship hit land, the crew scattered.
I am gonna Felix is gonna nervously look at Jinshi and Valen and say, I am going to hopefully assume that your lovely empire doesn't believe in any form of enslavement towards the wild folk, do they?
I will look towards Vaden. Do I tell him or do you tell him?
Well, it's not unheard of. However, as was mentioned before, we're not under any strict contract with this captain of yours. We're not even really here for his needs, mostly. It was more about finding certain supplies within his cargo, so I honestly don't care what the hell you do.
So you're gonna help us, right? And they all kind of look up at you, wiping tears from their face.
Help? Well, help is a strong word. We can, like, get you out of here, but, well, once we reach the streets, like, it's your problem all alone.
Felix is gonna approach Ribby, Knot, and Sesh and just kind of slowly offer a paw to both of them and smile, and he says, "You know, East March is something that I'm quite familiar with. Well, I was only on the border and outskirts of this. It reminds me of home, and something tells me that you three folk are good home folk. I be Felix. Could you tell me your names?"
He kind of grabs your hand and caresses it. Himself is Nat. This introduces himself as Rebi. This one says her name is Kesh. And they're brothers and sisters. Their parents unfortunately didn't survive the trip, and their bodies were thrown overboard by this. It's them.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Aye, so Ribby, Nat, and Sesh. I'm very sorry to hear that. Though, I will most certainly help you, but I don't simply just want to get you out of the ship and just leave you to your lonesome. I imagine you all are very hungry and thirsty, and you need a home.
And they look at you and they say, "You have a home for us?" And they all get excited.
I hate to say, lads and lassie, but I don't have a home. However, I believe a part of helping you is to find a home for both of you. And I think I know a place where we can maybe start.
They all just kind of sigh. They start applauding you for your kindness and your appreciation of that. And as they're sympathizing with you, you hear that the door shut, same door that you and from behind you see Captain Claude enter. A whole band of he comes in and sees you guys. He's looking around and he yells out, "Did you get him yet?"
Oh god, Felix
Yeah.
is gonna wave his paw and hope that they hide.
Yeah, but you owe us some answers.
He looks at you and he says, "Look, all I owe you is 50 gold pieces for a couple of rat tails." And all the goblins
And
behind him laugh.
answers. I will show my lieutenant insignia because yeah. And I say, you said that the crew had died, but this is not what we heard.
And he spits at the side of your badge and just says Empire Scum. And as you look, you notice he has a Republic badge on him, the other superpower in a
Oh, good. Republicans.
Oh, did I just call it the Empire and Republic? I really don't know. I have a good name for it, but it probably won't be Empire and Republic. It'll probably be something different. I just picked up on that. I was like,
Whoops!
yeah.
It's Star Wars time.
I don't have a name for him yet, but that's who this badge belongs to. You know? Oh, funny.
So we take care of the far right wing.
Isaac, don't slip on. Isaac, careful! Watch out for that Hot Topic wet and floor sign. Don't slip on it.
Whoa, whoa. All right.
All right, Veiling for the Empire.
For the Empire. He'll draw his rapier. The flourish.
Initiative.
Captain Clark pulls his weapon, just kind of scoffs as you all enter.
Let's fucking go!
Go! Easy little goblin. All right. Oh, all right. Captain Clark's up first. Holy smokes. He uses his movement because he's small to bob and weave past his men and kind of sit up behind them. He's going to use Commander Strike and forego his action to allow this dude, or I guess dude can only strike, huh? So he has to be already
He does have to be close, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that is how Commander
Yeah,
Strike
yeah.
works.
Has to be
all right.
close.
So he just kind of runs back here and readies himself. All right. Jin?
All right, I will shout to him. This is your last warning. Surrender and answer the questions in the name of the Ethereum Empire.
He just kind of yells back at you. He's like, what question? He just started pulling out your swords.
Yeah, let's go. I tried. I really tried. It's genocide time. I will attack the goblin on my front. I will use my fighting spirit ability so I gain advantage, and I will make 2 attacks with advantage and Great Apple Master. So yeah, that's the start. Let's go. Use ability, yes, and let's go. Great Sword, first goblin, attack, -5. Oh, I roll normal, but it should be advantage. But yeah,
Well, you hit. The armor class is.
all right. All right, 16 damage on the goblin.
All right.
And if he's still on his feet, I will make a second attack against him.
He is.
So I'll make a
He's
second
still
attack
standing.
against him. Alright, let's go. Again. Attack. -5 with advantage. This time.
All right. You slice him again for 18 health. He drops to 1 knee.
No, this is like 2 hits.
Oh, he gets another one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's only
this
the
is
second
2
hit.
hits.
Oh.
And
That's
Oh.
21
damage.
damage.
That's
yeah.
the actual damage.
All right.
Yeah, that's extra damage.
Well, you chop his freaking head off. It's gone. Goes
Yeah.
flying in the other direction. Lands on the floor. He's done.
And I will stay here menacingly. You know, I will. Yeah,
All right.
that's it. Let me end my turn.
Alright. I am immediately gonna run over here and attack this goblin right here.
Okay.
First swing is a 24.
You hit.
Alright, and all my damage gets a +2 because of dueling.
All right.
So that is 7 damage for the first swing.
Hey, quick question there, Felix. Is it adding in your ability modifier to your damage as well?
Yes, it is. It adds my strength, because longswords
Right.
only use strength as the ability modifier.
Okay, I just don't see that in the math that's on your damage roll.
It shows the 2 + 3, and then there should be another +2 because of dueling.
Yeah, I see in the attack roll, it's not on the damage roll. That's why I was.
Oh, the damage roll? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just see 1d8 +2.
Yeah, because it uses strength. I'm not using a weapon that uses dex.
Is your strength 10?
No, it is 14.
Okay. I think the dueling adds to your damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is 4 damage, not 2 hits.
So it should be 1d8 +2 for strength, +2 for dueling. For
Yep.
damage, right?
So that would be 7.
There you go.
So,
Nice.
or no, he needs 2. God damn. There you go. You hit him. 7 damage.
All right, and I will use my extra attack to strike again.
All right. And the music for this ship is not very good.
Not one.
Oh boy, this is good.
Let's roll.
Let's see that table.
Let's roll,
Let's
baby.
roll.
All right.
You hurt yourself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, god damn it.
So as you swing at him, you do something and hurt yourself. I don't know.
Throw out your back.
Yeah. In those moments, I'll let you guys be creative too. Like you guys can roleplay whatever happens.
All right. That is my turn, so I will end it here.
All right. Valen will go ahead and he will, with his rapier to his side, bring his hand up and weave a couple symbols, bring it in, and then almost like launch out what seems to be this little white bead of some kind. It just flies right over the shoulder of Jin Shi.
Okay.
And right as it hits I guess right in front of the captain, it's going to explode in this sticky white webbing. It just covers the entire hallway. It's a 20-foot cube. So
I
four
I love spell.
tiles.
I love this.
So I should, with how they're positioned currently, all 6 remaining goblins are going to be standing amidst the web. I'll go ahead and actually cast the spell for you. Because I had thought that when you cast the spell, they make a saving throw, but from what I'm reading, place measured template, cast spell? Oh, I get to do this. Okay. Hiya. Nope.
Yeah, the templates are kind of.
Where do I click to make it happen? Okay, I was clicking on like a foreground thing. So
All
more or
right.
less something like that, but it obviously can't. I don't know if it goes around walls or whatnot, but
Sure.
they're all covered in this sticky white web. And
All
again,
right.
to confirm, it says that it's difficult terrain and it is flammable as well. But each creature that starts its turn in the webs must make a dex saving throw. And then if it gets restrained, they can use a strength to get out. But okay, so on their turn, they get to see if they get stuck in it.
Sure. Okay.
And that'll be his action, and he'll go ahead and just hold his ground right there.
All right. You webbed him up. All right. This goblin is webbed, so I have to make a what? I have to make a saving throw. See if I get out of it.
A dexterity saving throw. DC is
16.
Is it say it there?
Yeah. So I hit it. He breaks out with his strength. Is that how that works?
No, so he's just not immediately stuck in the web. He's free to move. He's not restrained. But if he stays in the webbing, he has a chance of becoming stuck on a following turn. But he's free to move right now. He's not stuck yet.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, he's going to use his action to disengage. Since they're both small size, he's going to squeeze up through his partner, come up to Valen right underneath you. And that's all he can. The other one, he makes his throw. Does not make it. The web is too sticky.
He is restrained.
He is restrained. I wonder if I have a.
Just in case you aren't familiar, it means his speed is reduced to 0. He cannot move, and his attack rolls are made with disadvantage. But anyone who targets him with an attack roll is made with advantage.
Okay.
That's why I fucking love web.
So it's this goblin's turn. First thing he's going to do is make his throw to see if he can get out of the sticky web. He does. It doesn't quite stick him. Therefore, he's going to make attack roll just normal, right?
Yeah, he's not restrained.
Attack you with his cutlass. Swipe. Oh, does he hit? Oh, he does. He does hit. Slices for 4 damage.
Oh.
Yep.
Alright, I had 5 temporary will points from my fighting spirit, so it is already automatic.
All right. Oh, the other goblin. He's making his. All the goblins are stick. Say what? You must have one or more control to do it that time.
Oh,
Beautiful. I don't. So for the Nat 20 system, I'm thinking I don't have anything for like moments like this, so we're not. But he got out of it. And is going to use. I don't know how that works. Disengage doesn't work for everybody. It only works for one other person, right?
no. Disengage
Everyone.
works for everyone.
No, it works for everybody.
Okay. Too crowded for get up around all of y'all like that. So I guess he's just going to. Oh, I guess this guy's dead. He's gonna step over his dead buddy here. Target Felix. Take a little slash. He's going to deal. Or is he going to. He does not hit. He slices at you, but the web kind of still is restraining him. This guy is going to take a step forward. Target Jin.
Should he make his roll as well?
Oh, that's true. He shall. He makes his roll. And gets out. All right, then turns to Jin and swipes at him with his cutlass. Does not hit. Jin dodges it like a badass. All right.
Yeah, samurai time.
Okay. For my action, I rolled earlier for my tail for now. And I'm going to call out to Felix. Yeah. Felix, remind me later. I should really tell you the story of the beloved friends. I think you would like that one. And for that, this will be my action. So you, and then another creature of my choice within 5 feet of you. So for Felix and Jinshi, you gain temporary hit points equal to a roll of my bardic dice. 6 temporary hit points, plus my charisma modifier, which is 5, 11 temporary hit points for you guys.
God damn it. Nice.
As he does that, Felix will look behind him and say, I have to tell you about the friends that I met, the one satyr and the pixie.
We'll have story time tonight. And then on top of that, I'll go ahead and just give a bardic inspiration.
I will say to Tara, I like your funny words, musical woman.
Good old Valen. Let's see. Man, these are all really nice, and I don't feel like Valen and I have that kind of friendship just yet.
Comment on my sticky webbing.
You've done nothing but insult me.
You are a human. You deserve that.
That I just helped you. Be nice.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna come up with anti-inspiration for you guys. Just for you two.
I take it back.
I take it back. Just for Felix. No, keep your 11 hit points this time. Valen, you need inspiration to grant you some luck. So here's my advice: don't fuck it up, and you can have a bardic inspiration.
That's oddly inspiring, I suppose.
All right. Captain Claude. He's gonna use his Commander Strike. I guess I still add Jin targeted, but it's going to be for this guy who is gonna still. Swing attack. Oh, he's gonna hit.
Oh god damn it! But I have temporary hit
Slices
points.
Jin for 4 damage.
Nice.
He also needs to make that deck save as well in the web.
Oh, that's true. He's deck
Yeah.
saving. I'm sorry, I keep forgot that.
It's okay. It wouldn't affect his commander strike or anything like that, but oh man, everyone's rolling so good.
So he breaks out, but he just kind of just like clears a web off of him. And
All right, let's end this child's game. All right, I will use my action. One question: who among these goblin smugglers are trapped on the web?
only this one so far.
Oh boy.
Been fairly ineffective.
Yeah. All right, I will target this guy right here, and yeah, I will use my action surge, and I will make 4 attacks. Cause yeah, I am in that mood today.
All right.
So first one, normal, 21.
All right.
Second one, this second will be with Grudge of a Master.
Ooh.
21 again.
Smack him 21 health.
No, no, no.
Uh,
That was just an attack.
No. That's attacks.
Oh, so
I
you
am
do both
rolling
your
just attacks.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, let me roll for damage right now, cause yeah, normal
All right.
and 10 plus.
Jesus Christ.
5.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
35.
Was it 35?
Yeah.
Oh man, slice this poor little tiny goblin. 35. You chop
If he's still
his
on
head
his feet.
also clean off.
All right.
dead.
All right. So my friend Valen is safe. I will stand here and I will attack this goblin.
Well, that one's
right
already
here
dead.
with.
Oh, I think there's one
no,
over the top of him.
Oh, okay.
one over the top.
Yeah.
There's one over the
And I will
corpse.
make my second 2 attacks against him because I use my action. So yeah, make this count. Normal,
You hit.
17, and the fourth and last one will be with Great of a Master. Let's and
All right.
8.
Both of them.
All right. So this is normal damage, and this is oh boy. All right, I will have to
You can finish up real quick.
roll the Great Sword again because yeah, I can't roll damage up anymore. Let me. All right, it's 13. Oh, I must roll. All right, I will like just roll it for whatever, and then I will deal damage. This is not damage.
Okay.
This is so it's 13 and plus 20, so it is
So 33.
yeah 33.
Okie doke. You hit him for 33 and he drops to one knee, but not quite dead.
Yeah.
All right, Felix.
Ah, he's still alive. Oh boy. All right.
I'm gonna see if I can strike them and finish them off.
Okay.
Normal. 18.
18 hits.
Nice. And I'll roll the damage. This gets an extra +2, so that was 10 damage.
All right. On the dude that was already hurt, right?
Yep.
Oh, so you finish him off as he's on one knee. You come up and just ruthless slice at him, dead.
Nice. Ooh. Okay. As he does that, he'll look over to the other goblin and the captain, and then at Jinshi, and he'll just look over at Jinshi and go, "Oi!"
All right.
He will give Jinshi a small pat on the forearm, and he says, "I think the way you've been swinging that thing, you can take them on yourself. You've got this." he is going to give him red for positivity. So I'm going to expend all my 11 temporary hit points and give them to Jinshi as a bonus action.
Okay.
Thank you. I like your funny words, furry man.
So Jinshi gets 11 plus temporary hit points on top of the ones he already has.
Damage. All right.
They would replace.
I am a tank. That's it.
Oh, it would?
Yeah.
Wing Char moves all your temporary hit. Yeah, so it would.
All right. So I will then, since it's free, if I still have an extra attack, am I able to use it on a different enemy?
I think if you have an extra attack, yeah, as long as you still have. I think an extra attack is an action, or is it an extra? You can attack twice instead of one. Oh, so no, you would have to use it, I guess, on the same guy, right? That's what I'm getting.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Right then I'll run over and keep Jinshi and Valen guarded, and I will end my turn there.
All right. He'll see the goblin manage to escape his clever trap and look a bit disappointed, but he'll go ahead and with a smirk, kind of give another flourish with the rapier, kind of hold it back and get in position, and just said, "All right, Booger Brain, you've picked the wrong elf to tangle with." And he'll go ahead and, as a bonus action, he will. Where'd my character sheet go? He will go ahead and activate his Blade Song. Use ability. Touching. And with his action, he'll go ahead and attack. And I did. I've messed up these past couple games. I forgot. Blade Singers don't actually get extra attack until level 6. So I can't actually attack twice. I can only attack once.
Okay.
But on that note, I will go ahead and cast Green Flame Blade, as we've discussed before. So the creature. Do I need to click something to target the guy in front of me?
If you press T, you can target him. It's really only for just for reference. Animations will
Okay.
trigger.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll my Green Flame Blade attack. Attack. Normal. Hiya! The 19 hits.
You hit.
Okay, so the one that he strikes should take a total of 13 damage. I couldn't tell you how much of that is fire and how much of that is piercing, but I can't imagine it matters right now. So 13 points of damage, and the flames that leap from his rapier will almost like pour up and around the first goblin and begin to engulf the one behind him as well. So the one behind him.
All right.
GT, that one is going to take. I will have to roll the another attack roll for the macro to show up again. It looks like. So I'm just gonna roll that, put that there, and then versatile. You must roll it. Okay, I'll roll the attack again, so I can roll the thing I need to roll. And so the one behind him will take. That's not right.
What is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be 1d8 plus my intelligence, which is 5. So I'm just gonna roll a d8 and tell you.
Sure. Yeah.
So he takes 11 points of fire damage, the one behind the one I struck.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Sorry, I just had notes. The smuggler. Which one is this one? He looks at you, Valen, because you just struck him. And he angrily goes and slices at you. His cutlass. He does hit.
Oh, goddammit.
He does not hit.
He does not
Woo!
hit.
19 does not hit my armor class of 21 currently.
Oh, geez.
Because he's dancing.
All right. So he does not hit. He goes and he hits you, and it just like ting off your body, and he's just all confused.
I imagine with the blade song being like this kind of shimmery effect, he thinks he finds purchase, but it actually kind of goes through an after image portion of his shoulder instead, because he's just kind of shaking in place.
All right. This one is going to roll his dex save.
So that one, he's already restrained. So if he wants to get out of it, he makes a strength check to see if he can escape it. Otherwise, he can try to attack. But
Okay.
yeah, he can't move, but he can try to
He's
attack.
gonna make his strength check then of 16. Does he hit?
He,
right?
Yeah, that is my DC. So he's able to break free of the web, but that's his whole action to even try that.
Okay, he broke free of the web. And I guess he's just gonna move up. Yeah, nothing really he can do. It's close quarters. The other smuggler, still focused on Jinshi, pats off the embers, just singed him. And he goes his cutlass. Does hit Jinshi.
It does. Yeah, it does hit.
He hits Jin. For 4 damage again.
Yeah, it is constant.
All right, Terra.
Okay. With the captain still hanging out in the back there, I'm going to pull my Taraka deck kind of just out of my pocket and just real quick flip through until I find the card that I'm looking for.
Okay.
Whisper it for flavor because I'm supposed to. It's my spell focus. And I've
Gotcha.
been forgetting to actually include it. I'll work on the descriptions. I'm not sure how this translates just yet, but I'm going to cast.
Fireball.
Oh, when we get there, Phantasmal Force. There it is. Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to.
Alright.
And right behind our good old captain friend here. If he fails actually, can he roll the saving throw before I describe what he sees?
Yes. Sorry.
Ah, damn it.
Okay, so hold on. Can I use a reaction while it's my turn?
Yes, you can.
Can't. Oh no, that's a
Yeah,
spell too. I can't use a
yeah.
spell. I can use it. Can I use a?
No, if you cast a spell on a turn, you can only cast a cantrip.
Okay, I'm not sure with reactions if that
So what
translates
what are you
differently.
I think what is your reaction trying to be?
Silvery barbs to negate his or make him reroll.
Yeah, I would assume Phantasmal Force and Silvery Barbs both can be your main. Although Silvery Barbs is that's a good question.
It's
I
a
don't know.
reaction.
I guess I'll let you do it. Fuck it.
Okay. Let me, because it'll still cost mana and stuff. So let me at least throw that up there. And then if you change your mind later, we can always
Yeah, sure.
adjust how that works. I don't usually have things to do for a reaction. So.
And then I
and then
basically
that'll-
re-roll again, right?
Yeah, that'll make him reroll.
Hey.
Oh,
2 fail.
all right. He fails.
So right behind him, he now sees a giant rat.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what he deserves.
So Captain Claude turns and hears the skittering and the snarling imaginary giant rat. He turns around and looks up at this rat that's just towering over him. It's feral. And Captain Claude turns and screams like a baby. And without thinking, sprints past Jinshi over here behind these crates. But in doing so, he provokes opportunity strikes against Jinshi.
Oh, wait, what about the webbing?
All right, I will
I think
make an opportunity attack against him, and
I
I will do
I
it
guess there
with.
is the webbing. What is it? A strength check?
Is it his turn?
It is his.
So he's not webbed, so he would still, since he started his turn in the web, he has to make a dex save like he did before. It's only if you are caught in it, you have to use your strength to bust out of it. But he's
Oh,
using
I
dex
see.
to avoid it.
Cool. He's gonna try to avoid it then, I guess, with this throw.
Hey.
And he doesn't. He just screams like a little baby and is caught in the web. He falls to the ground and is just like helpless. His sword goes flailing on the ground. Yeah, and he's squarbling.
Yeah, I think I do not see that happen.
Well, we reversed
My
back in
opportunity attack.
time because he's in the web. But it is your turn, Jin.
All right, I will deal with the remaining smugglers, and yeah, there is a smuggler on my front, right? But there is a smuggler waiting. Oh, waiting, you are. All right, I will attack the smuggler right in front of Aiden, and yeah, like this guy right here. Let me roll. My first attack, normal. Oh, god damn it. And my second attack, Jesus Christ.
All right, neither hit.
Yeah, I was so focused on the enemies in front of me that I lost the focus upon the enemies behind me, and I will say, Valen, it's you and God, man. Está difícil.
One and the same.
And that's it. I will end my turn. All right. Yeah. There's no way I can help you.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. That's it.
all right,
Alrighty.
Felix.
I am gonna try striking this goblin smuggler in front of Valen here.
All right,
Attack. 24.
he hits.
Roll for damage. That's
For-
3, 5.
So a.
And I am also going to use a superiority die to use a combat maneuver, and I'm going to use disarming attack.
On the same one.
Yep. Here I will copy and paste the disarming attack. Oh, whoops. Is it actually in here in my sheet?
I think, but if not, I can make a note of it.
Yeah, here.
Felix.
Note of.
Combat.
But basically, he has to make a strength saving throw, and I'm gonna see if I can pull the cutlass out of his arms.
I'm making the saving throw here. All right.
Yep. Oh wait.
What is the DC?
Oh wait. I can also. Let me check. Actually, it doesn't say. Hang on. Here, let me look this up.
Yeah, that just might need.
No, it's okay. Weapon attack spends. It actually doesn't say in the official D&D thing.
Let's just say for the sake of you hit, yank the cutlass from his hand.
And I also get to add the superiority die to the attack damage roll. Oh wait, here's the maneuver save. It said earlier, 8 plus proficiency bonus plus dex modifier, so 8. So he'd have to beat a 14, which he failed.
Cool.
And I get to roll an extra D8 on top of the damage.
In that same combat superiority maneuver?
Yep. In disarming attack, it says you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to disarm the target, forcing it to drop an item of your choice that it's holding, and you add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and the target must make the strength saving throw. So it's 5 plus 7, 12. 12 whole damage.
All right.
Alright, sorry for that taking so long.
No, you're good. We gotta figure things out here. I'll reset the timer. All right, Valen.
Okay.
Right, then,
Okay. You have more?
yeah, I still have an extra attack.
Oh, you have more? Okay.
Yeah. Fighters, baby.
All right. Well, here
I'm just gonna make a normal attack. 9, that'll miss. Never mind.
All right. Well, you miss.
Yeah.
All right, Valen.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Well, Valen is going to go ahead and let's see. How difficult would it be to Oh, my blade song is gone. That's fine. How difficult would it be to hop up onto these barrels just to my over here area?
I don't know. Why don't you roll a acrobatics check and find out?
I would love to do that because as a blade singer in mid blade song, I'm pretty good at that. I just want to confirm I have advantage on dexterity acrobatics checks while I'm in my blade song. So that's cool. And I'm not proficient in acrobatics. I thought I was. All right, we'll go ahead and give it a shot anyway. Wait! Before anything else, I have a bardic inspiration that was so gracefully given to me. A D6, I believe, right? Or you got a D8?
It's a D8.
Perfect. So I'll add that. What does 12 get me?
You do it. You jump up.
Sweet. Do it. According to the plan. The reason for doing this is he's kind of balancing on the barrels. It teeters around. He's going to go ahead and once again, Green Flame Blade, but kind of do a slashing motion. And instead of targeting the clearly injured one that he struck before, he's going to aim for the guy behind him, but allow the flames to wash over the injured one to kind of finish him off. So he's going to go ahead and target this one. And I keep closing my character sheet. Oh wait, I have the buttons. I have the macros. I took time to do this. Green Flame Blade. Attack roll. Get him.
Get him.
Is he got?
He got.
He's got. All right. So that one will take a total of 14 points of damage, piercing and fire mix, what have you.
Okay.
And the guy who's already injured is going to take a total of 8 points of fire damage to this guy.
All right. Well, with that 8 points of fire damage, the flames just kind of engulf him, and he drops to the ground, and he's dead.
Perfect. And that's what he'll end his turn.
All right.
On the barrel.
This goblin right here will try to push past his friends. Or no,
He needs to make another dex save.
He make a dex save.
Come on, Webb, do something useful.
Come on, Webb.
Been pretty useful so far.
There we go.
He tries to break free, but he can't. He can still attack though, right?
Yes, he can still attack at
But with
disadvantage.
disadvantage. All right. So then he looks at Jinshi, kind of frustrated, caught in the web. He's gonna attack you with that Dissy. Does not hit. The web is too much. He's kind of like flails around. This goblin doesn't know what to do. He's just surrounded. He's looking between the three of you, and in a quick effort, makes the disengage action. But can he really know where for him to go? I guess in this moment he's just gonna have to suck it up. He's gonna look at Jinshi and blindly swing his cutlass. Swings, he hits, it connects. His unconfident swing connects. Striking 7 Hera.
Okay. So first off, our captain friend here, is so scared of the giant rat behind him, he does actually take damage from it, on my turn, unless he wants to use an action to determine that it's fake. 2 whole points of psychic damage.
Literally is pissing himself for 2.
Then I will, try it and true. We're just gonna start casting vicious. I'm aiming for the captain because my companions here have no problem picking off these goblins.
Alright.
So I'm just gonna start being a problem for him. And yeah, I think it's time to just start mocking him.
Alright. Do I roll now?
I mean, whenever. I'm just pulling up my insults.
Very good.
So again, I kind of fumble with my Taraka deck and flip one over, glance at it, and just kind of yell out, everyone makes mistakes, Captain, but you're really abusing the privilege today.
Oh. Oh, it hits him hard. The combination of the giant rat and him turning over and hearing that brutal insult. It literally haunts him.
That laugh was creepy. Okay, so 7 more points of psychic damage.
Yes.
And I think that'll just beat my turn this time.
Alright. Captain Claude is on the ground trying to compose himself. He uses his action to try to. So how does Phantasmal Force work? I use an action to.
He can. I know I tried scrolling, but there's been a lot.
Yeah, there has been. The target affected by spell target. The target
Can use its action to examine the phantasm with an investigation check against my spell save DC. If he succeeds, he realizes it's an illusion and the spell ends.
Okay, so he does that. I can't really justify why he would try to investigate it, but I guess
because he knows there were not actual giant rats down here. Maybe
that's a good point. He realizes that there wasn't no giant rats. Just like, what the hell? He tries to look at that thing to see if that's one of the kids that mutated. And he sees the teeth, and it doesn't matter. Even if it was, he's still scared, and he turns over and covers his eyes. Get away from. All right, Jin.
Let's go. The BBB check. All right. I will attack this smuggler in front of me, like at my right side, is trapped in the web, right?
The one like to your bottom right, yeah. This one.
All right. I will make my 2 attacks against him.
Okay.
My friend Balin is well assisted enough, so I have advantage, right? Because he's on the web. Advantage. 14.
You don't hit him.
Yeah, fod. All right. Second attack, also 21 for hit.
That one.
Damage plus 10.
All right.
24 damage.
You hit him for 4 damage. You hurt him
Right.
good.
Nice. All right. And that's it. More that I can do right now. Yeah. And my turn. Let's go.
Felix is going to look forward and seeing Valen and Jinshi and Terra go against the goblin smugglers. He'll look forward at the captain and speak up to Valen and say, is that web going to give me trouble?
Yeah.
Then he'll look over to Jinshi and ask, do you think you can handle these last 2 and take care of Terra and Valen?
I guess so.
Alright, then, if you like, I can go after the captain while you all take care of him.
Yeah, do that. I will stand here and assist my friend Valen.
Aye, and he's gonna nod, and he's gonna see if he can get through the webbing while you all are taking care of the goblin smugglers. What was the DC save that I have to make for Dex?
I think the webbing only affects start your right.
Oh, okay. So
and when you enter it for the first time on a turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you will have time to make a Dex save. DC 16.
I got good Dex. Just dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can move through it. Come on, baby.
I wish you luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20.
Like we planned it.
He's just gonna like parkour wall run across the webbing.
All right. very impressive.
All right, and I'm able to move through the entire field of web now, right?
Yes, on this turn you can move freely through the web.
All right, I am going to attack the captain.
All right, you have advantage because on the floor, curled up in the ball, crying.
There we go. Now I can target. I didn't want to strike him without targeting him. First attack with advantage. All right. Does a 16 hit?
Oh, it does not. His armor class is. He's on the floor.
All right,
His
then.
eyes are closed, and you go to swing down, but he just like turns over at the right moment. You just miss him.
I'll use my extra attack then at advantage.
All right.
Dirty 20.
All right, that one hits.
All right. Then I will use another superiority die to force him to drop whatever weapon he is currently using.
Okay.
So he has to make a DC 14 strength save.
He does not
Nice.
make it, and he is holding a cutlass. It is now laying next to him.
All right, and I get to add. Oh, I haven't rolled the damage for both of them. I need to roll damage and then add a D8 because of the combat superiority landing.
Okay.
All right, so this plus 2, so 11 with an extra D8. 13.
All right. For 13.
Nice. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Here I'll reset. All right.
All right. Well, he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna go ahead and hop from barrel to barrel like he's some kind of acrobat and get in one line over here. And I forget. I'm sorry. Are we playing with any kind of altered flanking rules, or I forget if we're doing that or not.
I think we're not playing with flanking rules.
At all? Okay, perfect. Either way, he's going to go ahead and, seeing that his ally is now in the midst of his web, he's well aware how flammable web is, and so he's not going to risk casting fire onto it while his ally is in the midst of it. So instead, he's just going to do a regular old rapier. Actually, yeah, no, he can still do green flame blade. He's just going to cast the extra flame onto the corpse beside him, just a double tap, if you would allow.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I forget I have a macro for this. There you are. And normal roll because you aren't. That's not fair.
Well, you swing at him, but you just miss.
Wait, I must have something cool with a bonus action I could do to recover from my failures. I don't. Well, no one saw that, so we're good. We're good.
All right.
Oh, on a note as well, for some reason my Blade Song feature turned off. I'm just gonna put it back on, so you might see it flare up again.
What do you mean when you say turned off?
So when I first cast it, all the effects applied it correctly, but I noticed I had like the little icon on my token. Since then, it's gone away. I don't think that the duration is set properly yet, so all my extra stuff isn't currently tagged on. So I'm just going to put it on again without consuming the use of it, and just so it's there. There we go.
Cool. All right, yeah, I'm making note of all this stuff as we're talking about it, so I can try to figure. So it's a goblin smuggler. He is in the web. Strength. Oh, and he busts out. He's free. And he looks over at you with.
Who else?
Oh my god! What the
Oh,
fuck is these
except
goblins?
silvery
what the-
barbs.
No.
Hey!
No, there is no need for that. I have like my full health and some temporary hit points. Keep that for waiting. That is someone that has.
I absolutely will not.
Foda.
All right.
Realmente, aí é muito foda.
So cast your silvery barbs for me real quick, and then I'll roll off of that.
Well, if he's denying it, I'll
Okay.
stop mid casting and allow him to take the hit then.
All right. Well, if that's the case, all right.
Jesus.
So not only does he hit with his cutlass, he is going to do critical, which is
24, Jesus
damage.
Christ.
Ching! The rest of his goblin buddies just are like, yeah. Or I guess the one of his goblin buddies is like, yeah. Captain Clark is still just crying. on the
We're making
floor.
a comeback.
All right. This goblin is so inspired by what he just saw. No, inspired. He's gonna swing at Jishi also in his friend. Gonna try to mimic exactly what his friend did. Bro, it hovered over 20 for a minute. I was like, no way, they're gonna think. All right. He does not hit. He swings, but he just wasn't quite. All right.
First and foremost, our giant rat friend that no one but me and the captain can see takes another bite, and I'm gonna do the bard thing, and you aren't important enough for a specific insult.
He hears what you say, and it hurts him so deeply. Would that technically attack?
No, it's a saving throw.
Okay. I was just like,
I mean, you can do something cool if you want to. I'm not gonna
I
say
was
no.
about to say, I don't think I set up anything that would make sense. Like, no, because I wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't work. It's only when you're attacking. But he's hurt. 6 damage. You're just kind of messing this poor guy up over here, just mentally. Goddamn, he can be the same after this.
Words hurt, guys.
All right, Captain Clark's turn. He's going to once again try to look around and pull himself out of this weird funk. It was right? No?
Yeah, intelligence or investigation.
Intelligence or investigation. He tries to pull himself out, but the big giant snarling rat is just so scary. In conjunction with all the cobwebs, he doesn't know how to handle. All right, Jin.
He should be.
Oh, he's rolling. I can't hear him.
You might be muted.
Jin, are you on mute? Oh no, I see his activity going
it's
up.
talking. Yeah. Try to leave the call, Jin.
Would help. Either that or like it picked up a new microphone source and moved it.
Yeah. I mean, he's still going for it. Did roll the table? Like what? Roll what table? Oh, the nat.
Oh, he did a nat one.
I wasn't paying any attention. All right. You nat one. So as you go and you swing, you trip, and you're knocked prone on the ground. All right. They were really cool swings until that. All right, Felix.
Okay. Captain is currently just losing his mind and stuff, right?
Yeah. He's just on the floor, freak heck out.
Well, he's already restrained. I have an idea that I would like to see if I can capitalize on.
Okay.
Using his one arm and teeth while he's freaking out and doesn't have touch of reality, I want to see if I can restrain him by just tying his wrists and his ankles together.
Sure.
I
have him been roped to do it.
Go ahead.
You also might need a dex save for starting in the web.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Here, hang on. Normal. What did I have to beat?
16.
I'll spend a point of luck to see if I can roll that again and see what I get. Why not? Alright, yep. And then dex saving throw. Come on, buddy. Oh yeah, no, never mind. Alright.
All
You can still do stuff. You just can't. You can't move.
You just roll with disadvantage, I think, on him.
Okay, so if I wanted to tie him up, it'd be at disadvantage.
Yep.
Alright, what would I roll to tie him up?
Roll your dexterity probably against his strength.
At disadvantage?
Are
we both? Or is he out of the web?
Oh, you mean does he roll with this? I would assume.
Yeah, he's also webbed.
We both roll with disadvantage.
I guess we'll both roll with disadvantage.
Hey!
All right, you managed to rope him up, his hands and his feet. He's sitting there and he's screaming at you. He goes, "No, please, the rat! Kill the rat, please!"
While biting down on some rope with his teeth, just goes, "I will show you, bugger." All right, that's gonna be my turn, to be honest.
Cool. So I'm over here making stuff.
Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave this up to fate. I'm gonna see if Valen cares to end the web spell so that his ally can function properly or not. But I don't know if he would. Hang on, I got a baby in my arms, making things difficult to. Hang on.
Oh, you're good.
That's okay. I also have a baby in arm right now. You just can't see it.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d20. Do I free him? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and as a free action just drop the concentration on the web spell, so the web kind of begins to all dissolve and dissipate, allowing anyone trapped to no longer be as such.
All right.
He'll do so with a begrudging sigh before he'll go ahead and stab this goblin here right before him in the back. Once more with the arcane magic of green flames, he smites thee without smiting. I'm not that class. Well, can we just hang on? Can we just?
It was really cool, your green flame and all, but
You see the flames obscure the tip of the rapier. It's hard to see where exactly you're stabbing. It's really hard.
The goblins start
So
laughing.
no.
All right. Was that your turn? All right. Well, the goblins now free of the web. This one turns to Jinshi again, confidently after the last one. Prone, so he gets to roll with advantage. He rolls and swings for Jinshi. Sick. Jinshi's a goner. Okay. So upon him smacking you, he also knocks your weapon out of your hand.
Oh, Jesus.
And deals 10 damage to you. Jin, your weapon is lying on the ground next to you. Will take an action, as well as your action. This goblin, looking at Jinshi helpless on the ground, his eyes widen as they see their moment. He goes and strikes at Jinshi with advantage on the ground. Oof. But he swings, but he does not hit.
Okay. Rat's still going.
Yeah, they somehow still going. He's just tied up now.
So 3 points of psychic damage to the captain from his nightmare,
All right.
his sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah,
Um,
literally.
I will, seeing Felix trying to tie him up, I will take the hint and I'll refocus to this goblin smuggler.
Okay.
And hey, I'll bet you could defeat a mind flayer just by starving it to death.
Damn it, that one's actually really good.
He gasps. For how much damage?
Oh, sorry, I should roll that.
No, you're good.
That's important. Only 3 points.
For 3. His gasp is so big, he loses oxygen.
Let's see. Who hasn't insulted me today? Felix, I think that's just you, my friend. Felix, you know, life has 2 rules. Number 1, never quit. And number 2, always remember rule number 1 and take a bardic inspiration should you so need it.
Ooh, nice.
And, yeah, that's it.
All right. Captain Claude, tied up now, tries to break free of your rope. The strength check is 17. He tries to yank and pull, but I guess he would have disadvantage because of the phantasmal force.
Yes.
So he tries to break free. It doesn't. The binding's too tight. Felix, expert knot skills, made it so he can't break free, and he goes back to crying. It's Jin's turn. I don't know if he's here or if his mic is. All right, he said Mike's still dead. Guess we got game chat though. Go fantasy ground style. Just text only. His action stand. All right, you're standing. Get my longsword. All right. So is that 13 damage? His longsword, great sword is lying on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you smack that guy for 13 damage. His buckle only falls to the ground, collapsing a pile of his own blood. Steps over. All right.
Do it, Jinshi. We believe in you.
Do it, Jinshi.
Ah.
All right. He hits, right? No.
Oh, nice.
No.
Oh.
You don't. Just barely miss this goblin. All right. And then Felix.
All right. I'm gonna round around. Nope. I'm gonna round around and I'm gonna target this last goblin smuggler and try to strike him.
Okay.
Extra attack.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You do not hit again. Oh, it's funny.
Jesus Christ. Wait, do I have anything else? You know what? Screw it. I want to get this over with, so I'll use an action surge and just strike him one more time. All right.
Action.
1. Jesus Christ. 11. Never mind.
I will say,
Up.
if you're action surging, I think you do get your full attack action. So if you take 2 attacks,
Oh,
you might
shit.
get one more. Yeah, you get one more.
You're
swing at him.
right.
True.
All right. Come on. Please.
All or nothing. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Shink, shink,
You
shink,
do
shink.
have a bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, I can add. How much bardic inspiration die do I get to add?
It's a D8.
All right. Come on.
All you needed.
Oh my god.
Literally all you needed
15.
was a 1 though, so you do hit it.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I'm
Yes.
gonna roll the damage for this, and I get an extra +2 with this. So 9 slashing damage.
Alright, you slash him for 9 damage. He's hurt, critically injured, grasp. He looks up at you.
That'll be my turn.
All right, things have not gone quite as smoothly as Valen Eilundir would have appreciated. And one last show of grace and dignity from his elevated position on these barrels, he's going to attempt to do a gainer flip over Jin Shi and land beside him with a flourish to finish off this goblin with some panache. I guess you'd call it. I assume that's going to be some form of acrobatics check
Yeah.
to
Yeah, roll an
perform.
acrobatics.
Yeah,
Roll an acrobatics.
I can do that, and I am still in my blade song, so it will be with advantage. I really thought it was. There you go.
Yay!
So
I get to
Finally
look
got
cool.
in that
fly over and land so perfectly. You land, and as you land, you catch yourself on yourself springing your step. And I'll grant advantage on your attack roll as well.
I will take it as long as I'm not silvery barbed by my
Silvery
companion.
barb.
Just kidding.
Right, and with a green flame blades piercing attack. What? Hang on, I am targeting you. Take that. Target you. No selected or assigned actor could be found with the macro. That's okay. Well, I'll do it from here then. And advantage, hiya! Why was that 3 dice?
That's a good question.
Advantage.
Well, I think it only rolled the one advantage. That was just your attack roll. I don't know.
Yeah, I see in the chat it says 3d20, keep highest.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else saw what the rolls were, but I'm a little upset if I rolled 3d20.
It was 3 of 4, and then I forget what the other one was.
A 4 to 1 and a 5.
Great. He stabs, the flames licking around the blade, and they seem to just dance around the goblin he's trying to finish without touching him whatsoever. And he'll finish by saying, "You should be frightened of me now. Might as well give up."
The goblin just looks up at you and just laughs. He's like starts chuckling, and then he coughs up blood. And he looks in his hand at the blood, looks back up at you, and as it pours out of his mouth, just falls over dead.
Scared him to death with my awesome abilities.
Okay, thank God. Alright,
Well, Captain Claude is one more time going to try to bust out a disadvantage here. He does not. And with that on the ground.
Alright.
He's still crying and screaming, begging for you guys to kill the giant rat.
Felix is suddenly going to display to the party for the first time just Grandpa just got off the rocking chair energy and grab Captain Claude by the ear and just start dragging him over here.
Okay.
Away from the rat.
So you drag him over there.
I will drag him over to the children and suddenly just like kick the back of his leg to force him on his knees.
Alright, do so.
I'm going to hold him by the back of the neck with my one good left paw and just look at the children and look at Captain and say, "You're gonna very kindly, like, and calmly as you can, tell these children you're sorry."
He looks up at you and then looks back at the giant rat that's still just chilling in the hallway, I guess. And he cries out, "Please, kill the rat!" And he's so focused on that, he can't even comprehend really what you're saying outside of that.
I'm just gonna angrily glare at Tara for one moment.
You don't know that I did anything. I drop concentration on the rat.
The rat just
gonna
dissipates in a cloud of smoke. Takes like the deepest sigh of relief.
I'm gonna smack him in the back of the head and force that tricorn hat off of his head and just like grab him by the neck again, force him to look at the children and say, "Now say you're sorry and mean it."
He looks up at the children and Reby gets in real close and he looks up and he starts pleading. He goes, "I'm sorry." And as he says, "I'm sorry," Reby has a sharp bottle that she revealed and she goes and just sticks him right in the neck. Pulls it out, blood squirts down his neck, and collapses to the floor and dies.
Are we good with that?
Reeby's just sitting there shaking, holding this bloody bottle. You know, it's like all sharp on.
I'm sorry you had to be put through that, but you at least deserve the apology from this, pardon my language, but rat bastard.
This rat and this one circle him and just start kicking his corpse, just hitting him and taking all their frustration out on his lifeless. They start like crying and looking down as they do.
Felix is just gonna take a frustrated sigh and just take a step back and let the party handle this one.
Valen's of a similar mindset that he's not getting paid at all. First of all, apparently, but two, definitely not enough to deal with this emotional wreck. He's just gonna start rummaging through some of these boxes now because, as far as he's concerned, this is property of the Republic, which he has no affiliation with. So he'll start to rummage through various things as he's going along. I don't know if we need to do each box or how that
So,
works, but
so in this case, I would just say you're gonna do this whole cluster in this bottom right-hand corner, and in that you found 2 boxes that have. So therefore, what you find? Want to take it?
I mean, given that we're working off of a ration system, I suppose yes.
All right.
Uh,
I'll drop them in your inventory.
I do not have. Okay, you got it. As he's going through, he doesn't happen to come across any crates that are labeled with the invoice number he's looking for, right? So they're 3416A.
Not in this pile.
I'm checking this middle pile if that's all right.
You check that middle pile, and you also find, and those have. All right.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Drop them in your inventory as well. All right.
Are the children still
Jinshi, you're
desecrating the
checking.
corpse?
Yeah, they're just beating him up at this point. Jinshi, you're gonna check those crates. You also find 2. All right. Throw all that in your.
None of these boxes here have the correct shipment number on it.
Not
Or what we were told.
Not those. Nope. Neither does
Okay.
one. All right.
Valen will then head over to the pile of corpses at the mouth of this hallway and gesture with a hand for Felix to follow, and he'll say, "We might as well leave these poor sods of their equipment. They won't be needing them any longer."
And he'll shake his head and he'll go, I am not too fond of looting the dead, but these folks might have been, their things might be in better hands now, and he's just gonna...
Oh, I think I just closed out Foundry. Trying to
Oh,
open
yeah,
a
it
roll
said the
table.
connection got lost for a sec.
What the shit? I tried to open a roll table and I hit the wrong button, and
Whoops.
I just closed the game.
I found a portal to an unknown dimension of death.
Forge and Foundry said roll this DM.
My bad. Sorry, guys. Let me just log back in real quick. Hold on.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Is it
good.
a new link then?
No, I don't think so because I haven't run any updates. Same link that I posted. It's back up. You guys can join in now. Sorry,
It's
everybody.
good.
It's all good, don't worry. We're still in this. We still got this.
We're still good. Yeah.
All right, can you listen to me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, the
I'm
roll
sorry,
table system
my
is
mic
really
just
cool.
died, but yeah.
No, you're good. There's like, I've been working so hard on making just assets. Like, there's like well over 500 plus.
All right,
Cool.
I will look for the numbered crate that we know that is designed for Urden, and if I do not find it, I will gently conduct these children to outside the ship.
Okay.
While he does that, I will look through the bodies with Valen.
So, Jin Shi, you look around and look for numbered crates, and you locate the crate you're looking for over the right there.
Alright.
You pick it up, and you find... Cool. Jinshi finds the potion supplies. Felix, you're looting one of the bodies?
Yep.
Okay, Felix is looting one of the bodies. That will be fine.
Hell yeah, style.
There you go.
Cap.
All right.
Valen will also be looting other things as well.
Valen's gonna loot one of the bodies as well.
And I will tell Valen that in one of the wardrobes there is a mana potion that he grabs for himself since he is a spellcaster. Since all these goods belongs to the filthy Republicans.
All right.
Okay, he'll go ahead and pocket the gold that he found on the body. He'll take the rum. He has got, well, does the bead bracelet seem like it has some value even here in the Empire? Would like to
Sure.
pawn? Okay, I guess he'll pocket that as well then. We'll take
Everything
what he
everything
has.
has a price. Most of the stuff you guys find is meant for you.
Okay.
Felix will take the 8 gold. Does the swashbuckler cap look like it would match the colors that Valen wears, the black and gold?
I don't know. Why don't you describe the cap? It's in your inventory.
It's probably kind of like a brownish black leather, and it has, like, from what I see from the icon photo, a little bit of gold trimming. So Felix is just gonna, like, look around it, tilting it, and look inside of it, and then just look at Valen oddly. Suddenly, like a spry, like, little animal, he's just gonna suddenly leap on Valen's back.
What are you doing?
He will gently just rest the swashbuckler cap and just jump back off.
What is this thing? What feels
Hey,
comfy?
now you look like you are a noble of gold and a noble of treasures in the seven seas.
I hadn't thought of putting the Elundir name over the oceans, but I suppose it's high time they've heard of us as well. Tell me, how does it look? He's gonna go ahead and roll. How does it look?
Felix, he doesn't want to be me, so he holds up a thumb and he says, "It looks well on you."
This is a good moment too. If you want to transfer something out, so whenever you guys loot, I'm just gonna throw everything into your inventory, and then you guys can, if you don't want it,
Oh
you
yeah.
can trash it. If you guys want to sell it, you can sell it. But if you just drag and drop from your like grab the item from inventory sheet, just drag it and drop it onto it should just immediately move it
Oh.
over to his.
Oh, so you don't have to make a trade request?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's
So you
something
still
I
have to
set
make
up
the.
a long time ago, and it's a lot easier.
All right, there we go. I just made sure to trade with Valen.
There you go. So yeah, if you guys want to move stuff between your inventories or whatnot, that's an easy way to do so.
All right.
With there still being some more bodies, again, I don't know who else wants to take a look at them, but Valen would definitely continue to pilfer what he can from the rest of them.
Valen goes and searches one more of them. Finds spiced rum and a cutlet.
He'll take them.
Oh yeah, and the gold. You guys take care of the gold on your own. The two things that are fucking impossible to make macros for are HP and gold. So pretty much
That's fair.
all that you guys kind of have to take care of yourself.
Are the children finished?
Yeah, they've at this point settled down and have collected kind of over here. Just kind of sad and collecting themselves, not knowing what's point. Still kind of in shock and like, what's that word I'm looking for? Like PTSD from the brutal battle that just occurred in front of them.
I will gently approach them on a knee and offer them all individual bread loaf.
They take it as they are starving without hesitation. Snatch, snatch, snatch. They take each a bread loaf. If you could, just minus one.
Yep. And what was the name of the tavern we stayed at?
Just the Moon Harbor Inn. I didn't really have a name for
Yeah.
it. Unless
Moon
you guys
Harbor
have
Inn.
some cool name you guys remember or would want to throw out there.
I will look over to Jinshi and ask him, you wouldn't happen to know if Moon Harbor here has any orphanage or adoption, would you?
And he looks at the children. For children like them, hard, but that find some.
Well, if need be. And he'll look over to Ribby, Chesh, and Not both, and he will say, all three of you, you were very brave to survive like this and show courage. Don't beat yourselves up for what happened here. And I feel a little guilty that you all had to experience this, but I gave you a promise, and I promised to help you all. There's a place we stay at called the Moon Harbor Inn, and well, it may not work out, and I'd at least like to try. Perhaps if I talk to the owners there, and if they're in need of help, we could see about taking all three of you there, so that you can stay there and work honest work and do something better with your lives.
They just look up at you, kind of wiping tears.
Felix is right. You deserve better than whatever life gave you to you. I want you now.
They look up and they get sentimental, and Nat looks down and says, all we just want is another life. We were so happy down in the sewers of East March. It was such a fantastic place. We just need a new home again.
Felix will put a hand on Nat's shoulder and he will say, aye, but what I'll be giving you, I want to make sure is even better than the sewers. Something new and something that will give your children a sense of adventure. Just know that if anyone, and even the people that I try to get you help, bothers you, or tries anything funny like what the captain did here, and he'll gently smile and he'll say, then you tell him that the big mean old little Felix will come over and tell him a piece of their mind. You hear?
And they all just cheer. Then Chesh, the girl in the back, just says, I can't wait till I'm old. I want to be an adventurer like you guys. And they all just start getting all sentimental and just hyped up about, as you know, kids do, just kind of spiraling.
Oh, child, I really hope that you don't have a future like mine.
Felix will look over at Jinshi, Terra, and Valen now and just loudly announce, are we done here? 'Cause I'd like to help handling with these good children before we move on with our quest.
Yeah, we found the crest. We have no more business here.
Well,
Then-
I'm
Just explain this mess to the authorities of the empire, but yeah, I can handle that.
Yes,
Like,
I think there might be
there
a
is Republican smugglers coming here.
there may very well be a sizable reward for turning in such ne'er do wells docked here in our port.
Then
Yeah, I think I guess Valen is right. Just deals with some Republicans worth checking some kind of a reward, especially if he wants to guarantee the safety of these children.
And DM, on that note, as they're going through the bodies, which I think beyond the ones that are right here, I don't know if anyone actually decided to go through the captain stuff. I forget. But do any of these goblins seem to have any kind of insignia or apparel, anything that would kind of suggest that they are actually from this republic that you mentioned, and not, or affiliated with some kind of government agency besides the Empire as proof?
So they don't have any sort of immediate like patches or signs of government on them, but on one of them you do happen to find this. You find
I see. That should proof enough. Should we bring this to the authorities?
Felix will look over to Valen and ask, "May we take care of the children first, then turn this into the authorities?"
Yes, yes. Get the rat babies a
Yes.
cage or side of how home. They live in homes, right?
this one
All right.
looks
We can
down.
take these rats to somewhere, and then we get the crest to Urdan, and then we talk to the authorities if you insist.
I, uh, I, I'm sorry if I'm making things a bit of a burden on all of you and wanting to get that reward. I just, he just sighs, not knowing what else to say.
I think making
Uh,
sure innocent children are safe is slightly more important than monetary rewards. Those will be there later.
Do not apologize yourself for having a good heart. Expect everyone to have a good heart. Let's go. We are wasting time here.
I lean down and kind of whisper in Phoebe's ear. Make sure you check the captain's pockets. It's the very least that he owes you.
He runs down and starts scrummaging the captain's stuff and yells out what he found in the captain's pockets. He says, "I found his sword, I found two of these weird little coin things, and I found this super cool bracelet."
Yeah, keep it.
Reeby puts all that in his pocket. It's a bracelet on. It's the coolest thing he's ever owned. He has the sword. It's almost as tall as him. You can tell he's holding it wrong. He like it's backwards almost. He's just like, cool.
Oh! It's a sword. It's dangerous.
Oi, careful with that,
Hey,
little
Cap.
one. You
Like,
don't.
turns
Yeah.
around and swings it, and y'all do the thing where it's like, whoa, whoa.
Oh my god.
Oi, now, Reedy, I understand you wanted to swing a sword, but and he's gonna point at his missing right arm. You don't want to be swinging that and losing something important.
Jinshi will intervene. You don't want to hurt your friends, do you?
And Reeby just looks and he says, "I don't want to hurt my friends. Here, take it." He drops the sword.
No, you can keep the sword. I don't believe I'm saying that, but I will teach you how to use that, or at least keep some safety.
He reaches down, he's like, "Oh, okay," and he grabs it and picks it up. But as he does, he doesn't know how to use it yet. But you can tell in
Oh,
his
God
eyes
damn
he's
it.
eager.
Hey, don't worry, Reedy. Just keep it in the scabbard for now. And you, he'll show him where he can put his sword. Like you can keep it on your back or your sides.
I
Oh.
expect too much from barbarian, especially children barbarian. Oh goddamn! Let's just get out of here.
All right. Well, you guys have completed the map. This is a good opportunity to tell you that if you guys want to finish looting and taking, you can. He pretty much looted all of the crates. But like I said, there are still the wardrobes, the other stuff in there as well. And also, Jinshi, I dropped the alchemy supplies in that chest right ahead of you. If you double click on that and open it, you can actually transfer that and pull it into your inventory.
Let me check because I clicked here nothing, but all right. I will take.
Sweet.
Okay, right.
All
Nice.
right. Cool. Valen grabbing the mana potion that was mentioned earlier. Yeah, there was a mana potion and a resistant. Did you want both of those?
Yeah.
take both of
after
them.
this potion. It
Okay.
was here, if I remember correctly. Like
Mhm.
this.
So
Okay.
you take this mana potion and you take
I think it was
resistant.
acid. Yeah.
All right.
Were there still some chambers still left unexplored? Might as well pick off what we can before the authorities get a hold of the craft.
You guys only looked in this room's wardrobe.
Looks like Tara wants the the one up there.
Yeah, you guys can loot it. Alright, so Valen's gonna loot this first one, his wardrobe, and then Tara's gonna loot hers. Valen finds another potion pouch. Inside this potion pouch is another mana potion and a potion of radiant. Tara finds, oh, and you find the ring mail as well. And Tara finds splint.
Ooh, a splint armor.
Alright,
Who found the splint armor?
Tara.
Tara.
Tara, I want to have trade with you, negotiation. I want to negotiate with you.
I'm listening.
But yeah, let's get out of here and deliver the potion supplies to Urdan.
Well, it's up to you guys. There's a chest in there if you guys want to loot it. I won't always baby you guys through this looting portion, but I feel like at first you guys kind of like don't know what to look for or whatnot. So we'll help you out. All right, you guys
I'll
want to
just
loot
let-
each one of those? Tara, this is your first one you're gonna loot. Valen's the second one. Tara finds a backpack and breastplate armor. And Valen finds common clothes and a leather trench. All right.
Okay.
Any other business?
Is there anything in the backpack, or is it just an extra bag?
So if you open up the backpack, read it. Backpacks in my game
Oh.
increase
see.
carry weight. There's all sorts of different backpacks, but you found adds in 40 pounds worth of to you.
Lovely.
When you click where, it'll automatically. All right. I'll loot. I think that one was already looted, Jin.
Okay, all right.
Although this one, nobody's looted anything. The captain.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right, let's check the captain.
Are you checking in the captain?
Check the stream because I see all black.
Oh. Well, there's a dresser wardrobe, and then there's a chest that is locked.
Ooh.
We're trying to. So you fiddle with the chest, but it has a big sturdy lock on the outside of it.
Can I force the locket?
You can, yeah, you can attempt to smash it, I guess.
Breakthrough? Yeah, breakthrough.
Yeah, roll a strength.
Right. I have strength because I am a very strong person. All right. So this way, let's check.
Oh wow! You pick it up and you slam it on the ground, and the lock shifts but doesn't quite break off. But you see it. You started like a little. What am I trying to say? Like a little crack in it.
All right. Then I will open it.
So the crack is just on the lock. It's not enough for the chest is open, but you can tell that by damaging the lock. Essentially, if you
So
do what you're doing.
All right. I will just take the chest with me on the top of the other chest that I am already carrying, and take it out of the ship with me. And on the inn, we check this.
You're gonna take the whole valuables chest.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I can do.
Okay. Value. Yes. Hold on. I'll create an item for it. And just, I guess. It's
All right.
monkey blue.
All right.
How much does the valuables chest weigh? I don't know. Probably like 40 pounds. Cool.
I
Alright, so
don't know
so you pick
what
up.
a pound
you
is,
pick
but
up-
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forget what a pound is. Container.
I think it's like 2.14 pounds per kilogram or something like that.
All right. That makes sense.
All right. So Jin, she just has in his pocket, I guess.
Yep.
Locked. All right. There you go, Jin. You're now carrying around a 40-pound chest full of valuables.
All right. Well,
All right.
somebody has to do that. That's be me.
All right. Are you guys ready to leave the ship and enter Moon Harbor again?
Yep.
All right. And Clark is gone. All right. Let me know when everybody loads out.
Oh,
Alright, I put it in.
all right.
Loaded.
Now, all right. Now I see that the town is made on an island that is shaped like a moon. Now I get the part of Moon Harbor. Oh, all right. All right.
All right. So you guys leave the ship. You come out. The sunlight hits you. You smell the sea. It's refreshing after a long, bloody conflict in the dark confines.
Aye, so first we take care of the children, then we tell the authorities, and then we give all the ingredients. Does that sound good?
Yeah,
the
sure.
children are following you for roleplay's sake. Just assume that they're near Felix, so his token will be.
Yeah,
where the kids
theater
are.
of mine.
Alright.
So-
Let's get going.
I was giving it some thought. Where
Yes.
exactly were you planning on taking these children?
Well, I saw the inn that we were staying at, and how there was talking about the mother that one owner of the inn lost, so they only have one man working in the shop, so I figured the inn would be the safest place to take these children. You see, they would have a place to work, it'd be safe for them, and they would have more workers to help them out. It wouldn't be so lonely.
I mean, yeah, but it is too much like to just assume, like we don't know like if the keeper will like just like 3 children like throw at the ground, especially children like them.
It's why I would like to ask. And besides, if that doesn't work, we can keep asking other people. Maybe the alchemist could use some help, or and he'll look over to Valen and say, Valen, would your nice house be able to adopt some 3 children?
Oh god damn it, no.
Well, it's not our usual business to pick up stray them on a whim. However, my mother has been having some difficulties with some of the day-to-day housework and whatnot with her job and what have you. So it's a possibility she's looking to acquire some maids, servants, things like that. Not sure how she'd take to the rat folk kin, but she's a bit more forgiving than some of my kin. But for now, I think the tavern might be the best plan A, but I can at least ask and see if they'd be worth something to her, should plan A fall through.
Felix will nod at Valen and he says, as long as it's a place where they'll be given warm food, shelter, water, place to sleep, and fair living wage.
The children also
Most
chime in
of
and they
those
just
things.
go, "We don't care who we serve. What's we betting for?"
See, look at them. They're all strapped and ready to go. I can't guarantee she'd offer all of those things you said, but assuredly most of them.
Aye, then let's go around and see who can take them.
All right. Both of those
Yeah, right.
places are open to visit if you want to go to the Lindia residence or the inn.
What are we thinking? In first, everybody?
I
Yeah,
guess
because at least maybe they could stay there temporarily while we find a better solution if they can't permanently stay there.
Alright, then Felix will take the lead and start leading everyone and the children over to the inn.
I also picked up a couple pieces of really heavy armor, and I don't want to continue carrying them around.
Oh, then we'll give it over to someone who can take it when we get to the inn. Why don't, and he looks over to Valen and Jinshi just, why don't you two be kind to the lass and take it for her?
You want
I
me
am-
to carry things?
I am already carrying.
Jinshi has two
Boxes.
big
I am already carrying
trunks
some
already.
boxes. But yeah, I think I can carry something more. Like
It's fine. I can just unload them in my room. I
am,
don't want to carry them around the city if I don't have to.
I am your burden beast after all. Like all I am worth, it's my body, nonetheless.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're all going in the inn.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
To be fair, Valen's also trying to carry around a big thing of ringmail armor as well, so he gets it.
You all walk back in the inn. The scent of mead and roast and the quiet playing of a bard and a harp, even though there's not one to be found. All right.
I will look over at Jinshi, Terra, and Valen and say, well, I know it wasn't much, but if you all want to get your rest or get some food in your belly, now's the perfect time. Jinshi, if you need help later, I can brew you up some good tea that can help you, and maybe I can help you with your bandages.
I would like some tea. I'm not gonna lie, but first I will leave these crests on my room, and then I will be back.
I'm gonna go talk to the inn owner.
And then I will go to my room, leave these 2 big ass boxes there.
You want to leave that there in the inn?
Yeah, I will like let like the 2 boxes on my room. I will try to hide them like below my
Bed?
bed. Yeah, under my bed. Actually, I'm sorry. And then I will like get back to the main hall.
All right. So Jinshi drops the box of valuables under his bed.
I'm gonna knock on Jinshi's door after he
It
goes
is
to.
open.
Oh, okay. I'll just poke my head in then. I noticed you wear rather heavy-looking armor, and I did pick up some more in the ship. I don't know if it's quality. I'm not familiar with such things, but if it's something that you might have interest in or could help you,
Yeah. I thank you for your kindness and sharing what you found. And yeah, I would totally like to check these armors and see if any of them suit me.
okay. I just can drag and drop it to him.
Yep. Pull it out of your inventory sheet and just onto it.
Well, let's. Aha.
Aha!
There's that one. It did not take it out of my inventory, though.
I am feeling myself like a Barbie right now, being dressed and all.
Okay, I can delete it out of my inventory then. Jinshi,
All
it's you have it, right? It's in your inventory.
I have to accept that you are giving
Oh,
me.
there it is. Okay,
Oh yeah,
okay.
right. I have, but yeah, now I have
Perfect.
something to.
Okay, the other
And
one's medium, so I don't
yeah, I have
think.
like -2 on the search, so I will keep to my splint. Oh yeah, it is suits me really well. It was like made for my size apparently. Thanks, Terra.
No problem. Happy to help.
And well,
So
have a good night.
Dwal or Null walks around the corner and he goes, "Hey, what are you doing back there?" He stops Tara, peeking over her shoulder at the unlocked door.
I was speaking to my companion.
What's he doing back there? He gets out, says, "Hey, you guys can't be back there." He shuts the door and locks it.
It is my room. Why should I not be here?
Null just says, "Ah, that was your room last night. Today it
Oh.
is this guy's room." And he walks up and he's like,
Oh.
"Yeah, man, I just paid for that room."
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry for the misunderstanding. I will take like chest title after that, and I will keep your room clean. And I will enter the room again, take the 2 big ass boxes, and left.
Null
God damn it.
unlocks the door and opens it up, and they sit and wait for you to go pick up the boxes.
And I'm sorry for any trouble that we may have caused. It was not our intention. I just think that it was an idiot mistake, and I will take the box.
He looks and he just goes on to explain to you. He's like, "I don't know where you come from, but over here you pay for a room key every night that you need."
Oh, see, I thought it was like
Oh,
a
yeah.
24-hour thing, not,
Not just the night.
He goes and he says, "Look, man, we still gotta run a business here." And this guy goes, Null goes back over here.
Is Felix able to speak to Null and this man that he'll see Hollow speak to yesterday?
Yes. He's just sitting there with Null at the counter. They greet you. What's up?
Felix will speak up, and he'll wave over to Null, and he says, "Null, good to see you again." And he'll look over at Kithis, not having really talked to him formally, and he'll offer his left paw, and he says, "I never got your name, young man, before. You were speaking to Halof earlier this day."
He rolls his eyes and he goes, "That guy." He comes over and he says, "Well, I'm Kithis." Gives you a little handshake or whatever.
Hey, good to meet you.
Hi, good to meet another warrior. And then him and Null just kind of like chuckle, his warrior.
Null said you'll be the owner of this very nice inn.
Kithis kind of looks just like, "Well, ever since," and then right before he says her name, he tears up and he wipes it away and he goes, the original owner died. It was her place, but I guess now the responsibility lands on me. But I hired Null here. He's been doing all right." Null just kind of like gives a thumbs up.
Felix gives Null a thumbs up too, and he says, "And I've only been here in one night, and I can tell you for certain that I've been in plenty of inns in Adoria, and he's made the place more like home for me."
Null says, "Well, thank you. We try really, really hard." And as he says that, a magical broom just kind of like is sweeping itself, kind of walks past you.
He sees the broom, and he's gonna point it at it, and then look at Null, and he says, "That's, sorry, I'm not the best with magics. The mana in your body, that doesn't use up any of it, does it? Or..."
He looks at you and he goes, "Oh, I don't do any of that." He looks at Kithis and Kithis just kind of shrugs his shoulder. He's like, "I don't know what's doing that."
Oh, well, no, I do believe you're a good worker, though. While some of this is done with magics and it's only you, I feel kind of bad, and I was wishing if I could speak to you two about performing a kindness in the goodness of your hearts.
Kithis rolls his eyes and he goes, "Look, man, no more free food. You pay up. No more free sleep. If you want a room, you gotta buy a key, okay?"
It's not free food and free bed. It's something more... it's something more sad, I must say.
Like, why so cryptic with this one? Kithis looks at Nolly. He says, "Spit it out. Spit it out, little rat folk."
Felix will hold his arm out and show and point to like each of them, and he says, "That one over there be Ribby, the other one over there be Nuts, and the one right there be Sesh. We just got back from the docks of Moon Harbor, and we found these 3 children cooped up, their parents dead from, well, slavers."
Oh. he like looks over at the children, and as he does, Nat and Kesh are both just gnawing on the corner of this like really high quality wooden couch there, just like instinctively gnawing on the corner of it. And Kith is just like, and what am I supposed to do with those?
Please, I know you are a very fine owner with Null, and I understand that the Moon Harbor Inn is a beautiful place, but these three children are willing to work. They're willing to give you your all, as long as you give them this place as a shelter, as a home, and some food and drink. They've been stuck on a ship for most of their lives now, and they're nothing but children. They deserve something better than to be slaves.
Kithis looks at you, not fully amused yet. Doesn't know what to quite think of it. Will you please go ahead and roll me a persuasion check?
Yep, boy. Come on, Felix. Yeah! Finally!
Yeah, nice.
Kithis sits there with his arms crossed and he looks over at the kids. And as they're gnawing and he starts looking past the destructive nature, the sweet sparkle of like just like happy, playful children. And he looks and he's just like, and they'll work for free? Looks back at Felix.
As long as you give them food and drink and a place to sleep, that's all they need.
And he looks over at Nal and he's like, well, we do have the extra bedroom now that Helen is no longer with us. I guess convert that into a room for them as long as they work. And as he says that, he looks over and you see the broom that you were sweeping before has made its way over to where the children are. And it starts like smacking them as they're like munching the chair, and like they're all like, oh, and it's like shooing them off of the furniture.
I'm gonna look Kithis in the eyes, and I will say, I cannot speak for her, but from what words you've given me of her, and I dare not speak her name in front of you, while she may not be here with us, I can tell she was a kind woman and raised a good man. She'd be proud of you, son.
He just looks and he goes, I wasn't her son.
Regardless, she would be proud of you.
He says, thanks. He then comes over here and goes up to Reby and he just says, you look like you like knives, don't you? Reby just smiles really big and he's like, come over here, I'll show you how to chop up some beef. And they go over there and he starts showing little Reby how to chop beef. The magical floating broom falls in Kesh's hand, and almost kind of starts guiding her, teaching her how to. She's like, she starts coming over here. And Nat, I don't know what he does. He just comes over here and starts like straightening artwork on the wall and working.
Felix is gonna take one step back, walk over to this chair, and just like grandpa on the rocking chair, just fall back on it and just let out a huge sigh of relief.
All right. Well, with that, guys, it is about 10:40, so we're about 40 minutes over our session. We all did wind up back at the inn. What a place. We're probably going to wind our session up here, but if you guys want, I would say take this moment now to purchase your room keys, consume your food, long rest, do the whole thing. That way we can go into our next. I'll rest it up. That being said, as we're winding down at the inn, is there any other last minute business that we want?
Nothing that I can think of right now.
We don't have to go through the whole mumbo jumbo of you guys unlocking the room. Just buy the key,
Yeah.
Eat your food. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, I still have the key from before. I didn't seem to consume it. I don't know if you need to take that out manually or.
Oh, maybe I didn't make the keys right. Let me.
Right. It is like 10 foods to make a longer rest, right?
Yep, 10 food items to make a long rest. So you're right. I didn't actually make the keys consumable the right way. So just delete them from your inventory and pretend like you. And I'll fix them before next. Okie doke.
We're good to long rest officially.
You are good to long rest officially as long as you've bought your key, your room.
On that note, I don't know what time of day it would be at this point after going to the ship and whatnot. What time of day would it be normally?
I feel like you guys spent your whole day at the ship. It's like eating time, you know?
Okay.
Like, obviously separate from the calendar says, because the calendar's been like...
It's been like 3
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So once again, any last minute business to wrap up?
I think I'm good for now.
How do I longer rest?
Open up your character sheet, and underneath where it says hit dice, there'll be a short rest and a long rest button.
Right.
Click the long rest button and it should automatically fire all your macros.
Nice.
Sweet.
The last like my 10.
All right. Well, I'm going to... I think you guys can still do your character stuff if I pause. Can you guys enter your character sheet
Uh,
if I pause the game, move around
yeah,
and all
we
that?
can still do that. We just can't move around.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll pause the game there. We'll stop. All right, guys. Well, what an eventful session. We went. We found Erdon's potion supplies. Unraveled a small little debacle at Captain Clark's ship, which ultimately led to his demise. Little Nat took his first life, or was it Reby? No, it was Reby. Reby took a
It was
life.
Reby.
Yes, he became a man today. And you guys did a good deed, and you have now employed their service at the local inn, in place of original. You guys have the potion supplies. We're ready to go to Erdon. Which we'll set up our next. So I'll just do a little
And
outro.
we have like the personal chest also
Yep.
that we have yet to open.
Exactly. Just picked up the whole chest. He's like, "Can I open this now?" Nope. I'm taking it with me. I'm like, okay. Hell yeah. Cool. But thank you guys so much for playing. If anybody at home was watching this, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, and we'll catch
You all.
everybody on the next one.
And everyone, please remember to thank Isaac for hosting this.
Yes, definitely remember that part.
Yes, it's been quite fun.
All right.